Hi, everyone. A very good morning and a very good afternoon. Welcome to TourRadar for Agents webinar series. Thank you so much for taking the time today to join us to learn more about FIT trip customization feature. My name is Gautami. I'm the Senior Partnership Manager at TourRadar. And joining me today is Julia, Product Manager, Travel Agent Solutions at TourRadar. Welcome, Julia. Thank you so
Thank
much for joining us.
thank you so much, Gautami, for the introduction. Yes, very happy to be here today and to introduce all of you to our new FIT feature.
Awesome, thank you. So we will be monitoring the chat for questions. So please feel free to share any questions that you have, and our product specialist, Julia, will be answering those questions at the end of the session today. So let's go ahead and move forward with the presentation. And I'll be introducing you to our global travel agent support team. You can always reach out to us at agents@tourradar.com if you have any questions. Moving ahead with the agenda for today, we're going to start off with a discussion on FIT Adventure. We're going to speak about FIT versus customizable adventure, and Julia is going to be taking you through an FIT inquiry process. As I mentioned, we'll be ending the session with a Q&A. We want to make this session as interactive as possible, so please feel free to post any questions that you have in our chat box. All right, so before I hand it over to Julia, let's start this session with a fun poll question. So this is an anonymous poll. We are not going to know the names of the participants, so I hope that we see more responses coming through this poll question. So here we go. The first question for the poll is, have you registered as a travel agent on TourRadar? So let's give it a couple of minutes as we still see some people joining in. Looks like most of you are already registered, which is amazing.
Mhm.
And we have quite a few who haven't registered. All right, so I'll go ahead and end the poll and share the results with you all. So majority of you have already registered, which is amazing. I just want to let you know that we have almost 10,000 plus agents registered with TourRadar globally. So if you haven't registered, we guess that you are missing out on our platform. So we hope by the end of the session that you will register with us. So I have one more question before I pass it over to Julia. And the next question is about FIT, the topic for today. Have you sent a client on an FIT trip yet? Yes, I have. No, what is an FIT trip?
Mhm. Quite mixed results here, right?
You can see it moving from yes to not really, not sure. Okay, I will go ahead and end the poll and share the results. If you already haven't sent your clients on FIT, don't worry. In today's webinar, that's what Julia is going to focus on. So by the end of the session, you're going to have more knowledge on what an FIT is and how you can use TourRadar's platform to customize your clients' adventures. Great. So thank you so much. And I'm going to pass it over to Julia to take us through FIT.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Gautami. And yeah, I have to say this is very interesting results, which we just saw. Looks like we have a really mixed audience. Some of you guys seem already quite experienced with FIT. What is FIT? And you have already booked clients on FIT trips, and some of you selected what is this. So I think this next slide here comes in handy probably for some of you. So we want to, before showing you our feature, I want to just briefly talk about what is an FIT adventure. And FIT Adventure, for us, this is actually bringing together what TourRadar offers, which is organized adventures with the general concept of FIT. So before jumping into FIT, let me just briefly elaborate on organized adventures. For those of you who are already registered with TourRadar, you might already know what we offer, so you can just chill for a couple of seconds here. But then for the rest of you, just to highlight what we offer at TourRadar is organized adventures. We are the world's leading platform for organized adventures. We have more than 2,000 operators on our platform and more than 50,000 adventures. And an adventure essentially is a multi-day travel experience, which is seamlessly organized by a trusted operator, as it says here. And that travel experience usually entails accommodation, transportation, meals, and also activities that your clients would be doing during the day. And what I also want to highlight is an organized adventure usually does not entail flights. And now coming to FIT, because up until now, the usual way how a travel agent would book an organized adventure on TourRadar, as some of you already know, is by going on our platform, by selecting the adventure your client would like to go on and booking it. And now what we have learned when speaking with travel agents, and as we could see in the poll, that's also a topic for quite a few of you, FIT is a big topic for travel agents. FIT, as you can see it here on the slide, it's an abbreviation for flexible independent travel, and essentially it refers to an itinerary for a client which is customized, which is custom built. So the client will tell you, I want to go to Thailand, I want to go to Bangkok, to Chiang Mai, for instance, and then you would just build this itinerary totally tailored on the needs of your client. And the way how most of the travel agents that we have spoken with, and probably this also applies to some of you, how many travel agents book FIT vacations for their clients or create those vacations, is by booking all of the individual puzzle pieces separately and piecing them together. So you would book the hotel on one tool and during one using one channel. You would book the transportation elsewhere, and this process would take quite some time. And so we thought, how can we help you travel agents? We want to make this process more simple for you and more efficient by using the platform that we have, the more than 2,000 operators, and making it easy for you to submit a request to those operators and then seeing who of those operators can offer you the best proposal for the adventure your client wants to go on. So that's what it comes. That's it for the definitions. And now let's come to the most exciting part. I'm gonna actually now demo you, show you our feature, and take you a bit through the process. So for this, let me quickly exit this presentation mode, and we will jump right over. So this is our platform, travelagents.tourradar.com. Most of you already know it since you're already registered with us, and then some of you might not know it. So I recommend you to head over here after the webinar, and then you can register. In order to access our FIT feature, you will need to be registered and logged in. And then you can find the feature right here in the main menu, which you see at the top of the page once you are logged in. So you hover or you click on Create FIT, and then you see here two options. What are those two options? One of them, FIT inquiry form, the other one, customizable adventures. And those are essentially two ways how you can book FIT adventures for your clients. Before spending more time on the FIT inquiry form, which is our main focus for today, let me just briefly talk about the customizable adventures. We can just click on it and see what happens. The customizable adventures, that's essentially a way for you to create an FIT vacation for your client, but not having to start from scratch, but seeing a recommended list. You can see here we have more than 2,000 adventures here that can be customized. So you could say, hey, my client wants to go to Italy. I see what kind of adventures we have there. Okay, great. Let's go here. And then you can ask a question to get in touch with the operator and to tell them what you would like to customize about this tour. And then the operator would go ahead and create an FIT adventure for you out of this. So this is one option, but then some of you are maybe thinking, okay, this would cost me a lot of time. I would have to scroll through all of those adventures, and maybe my client has a very specific request. I wouldn't even find something which inspires me here. And then for you, the FIT inquiry form would be the right fit. So this form really allows you to create your FIT vacation or your client's FIT and adventure rather, to create this from scratch by selecting what I want to do, and then let TourRadar and let our operators do the magic and create an itinerary and create a quote for you. So let me take you through how this works. We will start by selecting a country. So let's say this time our clients want to go to Thailand. So I'm selecting Thailand here. I'm adding it. You could also be adding multiple countries depending of if maybe your clients want to go on a multi-country Europe adventure or something like that, then that is also possible. And then we can say here my clients, they want to go to, for especially Bangkok is important to them, and Chiang Mai. You can enter anything here which your clients are particularly interested in. And then this is the place where you select the dates for your trip. So in my case, my clients, they are located in Vienna in Europe, same as me. And in February, the weather is really bad, so they want to go to Thailand in February, and we are selecting this. You can select if their travel dates are flexible, and then you can select the number of passengers, very important, so the operators can plan for the right amount of seats on the adventure. And then also very important, the budget. We want to make sure that what our operators offer is within your client's budget. So make sure that you enter their budget accordingly. And in our case, it is between 1.5 and 3K. You can see that here there's euro signs, so no worries when you are based in the US filling this in, you will see US dollars always. Adapting the currency dynamically. And then I can also enter additional requests and say, my clients are on a vegan diet, for example. All right, so this is now my form, everything filled in. So let's go ahead and let's submit the inquiry. All right, so that's it. We have submitted the inquiry. Exciting. So now what happens in the background is that we will let our operators do their magic, and they will offer you, or your clients rather, proposals. Let's take a look at what this looks like. And for this, we will, because we don't want to make any actual bookings, so I will just quickly switch over to another page, and we will wait a second, and we will go here. Great, because now what I'm showing you, since we will actually try to book one of those adventures for our client, and so now I'm showing you our demo environment. All right, so what we have prepared here for you is we have prepared a similar request like the one that I made. Emily was so kind to prepare this one, and this is essentially how you will see the requests, the inquiry, after you created it. So what happens in the background is this down here, what is labeled as general question, and I've already opened it here so we can take a look. So this is the request which was made by the travel agent. So again, here the Thailand inquiry, 16 days to passengers. This is the budget per passenger. And then this is the response from TourRadar. So what happens in TourRadar in the background is that we look on our platform for the most suitable operators. And in order to find the most suitable operators for your request, we look at which destinations an operator is specialized in. We look at the budget and see that there is a fit. We look at any special requests, and we also look at the experience of that operator, specifically when it comes to FIT and offering custom itineraries. And now in this case, we found out 3 suitable operators: Feel Free Travel, Realistic Asia, and the Legend Travel Group. And then what happens in the background is that this inquiry, which you created with us, it gets forwarded to those 3 operators. And you see here the link to those 3 inquiries. Another place where you can easily find this link is in your agent dashboard in your portal. And if you're not registered yet on TourRadar and you're like, what is this? Please don't worry. Once you are registered, then you can join one of our welcome webinars for new agents joining TourRadar. And in this webinar, Gautami and Emily will walk you through all of this and will show you where you can find what in your agent portal. For now, we will just stay here in this bookings tab. And I just showed you this general question, which is the inquiry you created. And then you see already here, those are the 3 ones that we forwarded then internally to the 3 fitting operators. And when you look closely at the 3rd one here, you see the title Emily's Thailand Adventure. So this one has already a customized name, and this is essentially because the operator already went ahead and already created a quote for you and a custom itinerary. So let's take a look at this one. I already opened it here, so we already have it ready. What is this looking like? So we see here Emily's Thailand Adventure. We can also look at the itinerary. In order to do so, let me just also open this one, and please no worries about the picture. This is our presentation, our demo environment. So this is always things are a bit different since we are continuously with our engineering team working here to test and try out new features. However, we see the most important things are there, and of course in the real platform you would always have here also a nice picture. And so here we can see what the operator put in here is Chiang Mai. That's one of the destinations we requested. That's great. And then also Bangkok is there. Fantastic. And here you have the rest of the itinerary. So in order to book this adventure, we need to wait, of course, for the operator to do their job and to offer you the itinerary. But we see this operator has done it. They put in the correct dates. They also reached out to you with a message saying, okay, we're excited to offer you this adventure. And now essentially you can book. So only once the operator has created this quote for you, then you will be able to book. Once this happened, you also are informed again by email, so you don't always have to go ahead and check your agent portal. And now we can go ahead and make this booking. So let's actually do this. And in order for us to have this ready, I already opened the booking page here. So in this page, we can just go ahead now and make the booking. So we see here again Emily's Thailand Adventure, and then we have to just put in some more details. We have to put the name of our client, of course, and now I'm just putting in some data to demo this quickly. And then let's just say the nationality is US, and then I'm gonna just put in some, this is anyways the demo environment, so we don't have to worry about any thing we put in there. Of course, if you make a real actual booking, then you will be very careful to put in here your actual client information, which matches the passport. And then you have different payment methods. Also here, I'm not going to go into details here. Details for this will be explained in the Welcome to TourRadar webinar. And I will now just go ahead and book 2 spaces. And see, for the first one, we forgot to select the gender, but now I think we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and make our booking. And this is loading. So let's see what is happening in the background. Since this is our demo environment, it might always take a while. And now we see, yay, the booking has gone through. So now we have our FIT adventure booked for our client. If you now again go back to your agent portal, and we will just refresh our list of bookings, and now we see this is booked and the status is pending. So the operator is now just doing a final check to see that this is all good, that the data you entered is all okay. And then they will confirm the booking, and then the FIT adventure for your client can get started. So that's it from the presentation and from demoing the feature. I hope this was insightful for you, and now I'm really happy to answer any questions. So looking over to you, Emily, did any questions come in the meantime?
Yeah,
Yes,
for
we
sure. We
have.
got a couple. So just a first one. Someone asked if this is going to be recorded and sent out. So yes, it will be recorded and sent out to all attendees and everyone who signed up and weren't able to make it today, which is great. Another question we got, Gauti, I think you were going to ask it, is about group bookings.
Yes, we saw a question come through, Julia, which was about a group booking for 20 passengers for trip customization for FIT. How do I go about submitting a group FIT request?
Yeah, great question. Thanks for asking. So essentially, the group bookings or group inquiries for when it comes to FIT would be handled not in a different way than when it comes to a smaller group. So I think for this case, the FIT inquiry form is a really great fit. So I would recommend you to use this inquiry form. And then also to give you a heads up here, depending on the group size and then depending, of course, on the overall budget that trip would entail, you would even receive some premium support from TourRadar, from a specific team at TourRadar when it comes to booking those trips. So there would be some specific support here. However, in general, the FIT inquiry form would work perfectly for you here.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that detailed explanation, Julia. We also have one more question. I believe Julia did show it during the demo. And the question is, how do I track my FIT inquiries in the TourRadar portal? So,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's I'm happy to elaborate on this again. I can also quickly share my screen again, so maybe that person joined later. So let's just do this and will be really quick. So there's different ways to keep track of your inquiry. The one place which I just showcased earlier is here in the bookings tab. So this is located in your agent portal. You get here by logging in and then clicking on bookings. And so that's one way. However, also we want to make sure that you don't have to log in there every day. And even, of course, we are happy if you do so, but you don't have to. So what we do is we send you emails whenever something important is happening with your inquiries. So for instance, whenever there's a response for you, either the initial response from the TourRadar customer service team, or then the responses from the operator, or then eventually when the operator has created your quote and you're ready to book. In all of those stages, we send you emails to keep you updated. And then from the email, you can always jump directly to this conversation page that I just showed you earlier.
Amazing. Thank you so much for answering that. Emily, I'm not sure if you're seeing any other additional questions. I have one more that just came in about trip customizations. I believe when you're talking about FIT versus customized trip,
Yeah.
would I be receiving multiple quotes for customized trips, or how would I finalize a customized trip? Do I directly book it on the platform, or do I have to wait for your support team to get back to me with the quote?
Okay, so I believe now probably this question refers more to the customizable adventures, right? It sounds a bit like this, so I'm gonna answer it in light of that. So when it comes to customized adventures, and also here, since I always like to show things, let me just also share again the screen to make this easier. So wait a second. Need to navigate back to this window. Okay. So essentially, let's go back to Create FIT and the customizable adventures. So when you're using this approach, then and now let's just select India. Then essentially you would, if you select a certain tour and you say, okay, I want to customize this tour, I go ask a question and I submit my request, then the request would only go to this operator. And then the process is the same as what I showed you with the form, because also here, if you have some customization request, then the operator would have to see, can they accommodate it? They would customize the itinerary and send you the proposal with a quote. And then once the quote is ready, you can book it. If maybe you see this adventure and you look at the itinerary and you're like, this is actually perfect for my client. Okay, great. Then you don't even need customization. Then you can go to check availability and directly book it. However, just to keep in mind, if you want to get multiple proposals, then you should either be using the form, or you should be, when you are in the customizable adventures page, you should also select then multiple tours, and then always only the operator who is operating this tour will be the one who will receive your request.
Amazing. Thank you so much for answering that questions. I believe those were the only questions that came in, but I also want to remind you all, you can only see the FIT trip customization and inquiry form if you are logged in as an agent. So it is very important that you log in as an agent if you have already registered, or if you haven't registered, you can register through tourradar.com/agents. Once you register, you will have access to submit the FIT inquiry form or book customized adventures. So I just wanted to remind you all, sometimes we've had agents who don't sign in as an agent, and then they're wondering, oh, how come I'm not seeing these features? So it's important you sign up and sign in as an agent to see your commission or any specific features related to your agents, TourRadar agents tool. But amazing. Thank you so much. Let me take over the screen. I have one slide to share with you, some resources, information about TourRadar. I hope you can see my screen now. Amazing. So you probably would have seen our resource center. You can access our Facebook page as well as the webinars and help center articles through the resource center tab on your marketplace. If you haven't already seen that, log into our marketplace and you'll see our resource centers tab on the top. And also, if you're already registered agent, you must be receiving deals of the week promotions, weekly promotions, so that you can book your clients in advance and secure the best deal. So ensure that you are signed in or sign up to receive this exclusive deals of the week promotions from TourRadar. Last but not the least, I'm so excited to let you know about the annual Adventure Together conference that's taking place in Vienna, both in person as well as virtually on the 18th and the 19th of October. So I hope that you will join us virtually. You can join for free, so make sure that you register and secure your spot. Emily will be posting the link to register for our Adventure Together conference. I also wanted to let you know that we have some incredible speakers from the travel and tech industry who will be focusing on topics related to organized adventures, AI, sustainability, growing your business, and so much more. So this is a conference that you don't want to miss. So make sure you register for free for our virtual session and secure your spot. Not only that, when you register and when you participate in the conference, there are some amazing gifts to be won, and you can also stand a chance to win a free trip to Italy, India, or Turkey. So make sure that you register. And that's it from me. If you don't have any other questions, the links are posted on the chat. We are almost on time. We appreciate you joining us today to learn more about FIT trip customizations. And we hope and we are excited to see how this new feature will enhance your clients' travel plans. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you, Emily. And I hope I will see you again in our next session. Thank you so much and take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Hey, Gauti.
Yes.
We've actually gotten a bunch of questions over the last 2
Oh,
minutes.
okay, let's go ahead and address it.
Sorry, yeah, they kind of just came through now. If anyone's put through a question and they're still waiting for an answer, about 10 people just sent them in at the same time. So I'm just gonna file through, and if I don't get to you, we're gonna send you guys a message post-webinar. Julia, maybe you can cover this. Is there a minimum amount of people to create an FIT adventure?
No, there's no minimum of people, a minimum amount of people in general.
Mhm.
So free to fill in the FIT inquiry form. Also, if you're booking for a small group or just even for a single traveler, um, we will then be careful when forwarding your inquiry to our operators that we make sure that we send it to operators who can also accommodate smaller groups or solo travelers for FIT because there are some differences. Some operators on some specific type of adventure might require larger groups, but that's something we will take care of. And you can definitely also send us an inquiry for a small group.
Awesome. We did also just get a question in terms of groups for groups of over 40 and school trips. How would they be able to request that? And also for another language, is that provided?
All right. Yeah, exciting question. So let's answer first the group one. So for this one, I would also say go via the FIT inquiry form. This is here for sure the best way because it seems like really a very customized thing where probably going through existing tours and finding one that can be customized is not the way to go. So I would really recommend to use the form, and we can tell you that the larger the group, the larger the budget, the more support you would also be getting from a dedicated team at TourRadar. So here you can be sure that we will be supporting you throughout the process and helping you to find the best operator to offer you this adventure for instance the school class in this case. And then the second question, Emily, could you repeat that one again? I'm sorry.
This was just about other languages. So I'll just
Oh,
say you
sure.
can probably put this in the request form, I'm guessing, but you can also just through our inventory filter through language as well.
Yes. Yes, great. Exactly. That's it, Emily. Feel free. Yeah. So feel free everyone to put it in the request form or when browsing, then select it as a filter.
Perfect. Awesome. We have a few more, but I think I should be able to answer these post webinar. Be good.
I'm taking a look at the questions as well. If there's still time, maybe we can go through those questions, Emily, so that since they're staying back and they're online. So let's try and go through the questions. We have quite a lot coming through.
All right. So
Yeah.
do you offer air too? We do not, but we do have a partnership with an air travel. Gauti, do you have that link?
I can look the link and post it specifically to you, but like Emily mentioned, we do not have air travel included in it.
From the booking window. So someone had asked, and I just answered, but from the booking confirmation page, how can you share this with your clients so that they can't see your commission?
Yes, great question. I can maybe answer this one. So, the recommendation here would be to share this with the client from the so-called booking conversation page, which is basically after the booking when you go back to your agent portal and you go again and you select again the booking. Then here, what you can do is you can invite any of the actual travelers to also view this page, and they will have a version then in which they cannot see your commission.
Awesome. All right. From booking window.
Yeah, maybe we can also, I'm just seeing this one, are we able to change the price for the client to receive a higher commission? So maybe just quickly answering this one, it's an interesting one. We have actually heard this from a couple of travel agents that there is interest in such a feature. At the moment, this is not possible, but it's definitely good input here to see that for Nicole, this is a relevant feature. So it might be something that we probably explore and might offer you in the future.
Awesome. I think those are it. Just looking through.
Awesome,
Yeah.
thank you. So if there were any other questions that wasn't responded, myself and Emily are gonna get back to you separately. We have your questions and we have your email, so you can expect a response from us by end of today. But like I mentioned, if you have any other questions that comes up later on, you can email us on agents@tourradar.com. But yeah, thank you so much, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.